Welcome to the world of exploration. Welcome to the world of learning. Let's start exploring. Let's start learning. This is your very own educator, teacher, philosopher, guide, mentor, preacher, one and all. And this is the one-stop destination that is English Gurukul, wherein we all can learn, come, and therefore form beautiful bonds together. All right. So today I'm gonna deal with and dive. We all gonna you know, be diving in and studying about, in fact, learning with fun about formal and informal invitations and replies. So, how you deny, how you accept, we are gonna have a look at it. We are gonna touch upon that aspect, right? So, invitations can be defined as written requests. So, when we are talking about any written request, that is, so invitations can be defined as any written requests for a person's presence at an event or a request to do something. So, when a person has to be present on a specific event or a person has to do something, so then that's what we are talking about. They're usually distributed on the occasions of weddings. It could be about an event that is wedding. It could be about birthdays, right? It could be about anniversary um or about what else? Parties, right? Or about retirement and graduation celebration or celebrations or ceremonies, or about inauguration ceremonies, seminars, and workshops, or school functions, right? Like sports day, Founders Day, Annual Day, etc., so on and so on, so on, so on and so on, etc., 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 so on and so forth, right? So now we are going to touch upon the two types of invitations. Now, what are those two types of invitations? We have the formal invitations and then we have the informal invitations, right? So they are, when we talk about the formal invitations, these are sent to relatives, these are sent to friends, these are sent to acquaintances, clients, and members of the public, right? When we talk about informal invitations, on the other hand, these are sent to the relatives or friends and are more personal. So there is a personal touch in it. They are more cordial, they're more amicable, right? And intimate, right? Then we have tips to write a formal invitation. What are the tips? Now we are gonna have a look at the tips. What are the various tips that we can, follow? So a formal invitation can be written in a card or a letter format. So it can be either written in a card format, like a proper card. For example, you must have seen during weddings. Nowadays, e-cards are there, or e-invites are there. But earlier, we used to see that how cards used to be there for the invite. So if somebody has um a wedding, so that person would be coming and giving you a card in order to invite you, right? And that would be in a card format. It would be a very beautiful card, and with different fonts in it, right? Different fonts and different kinds of uh, beautification that is done. It's very exquisite. So each card is very different. So that was the way earlier, right? So it is written in card format or a letter format, or it can also, when we talk about invite, it can also be, it's not only in a card format, it can be in a letter format too, right? So you need to keep in mind these factors. Then it is always enclosed in a box. So obviously it has to be enclosed in a box. When we are talking about a card format, it has to be enclosed in a box. Simple present tense is used in these invitations. So when we talk about these invitations, you have to make sure that you are making use of simple present tense. You are making use of simple present tense. Clear? For that, you have to, if you want me to make a video on tenses, I can do that as well. But for you guys out there, you should be able to comprehend and understand what I mean by it, right? There are different types of tenses. Yeah, you should be able, you should have a proper understanding about it. You are in class 12, right? You're gonna give board exams, you're gonna appear for board exams, right? So a formal invitation in the card format is written in the third person. Next point is that it is written in the third person, right? So we have first person. You might have heard about first person narrative or first person or second person or third person. So herein you have to make sure that it is written as in a layered format. So it has to be layers. There are different layers, right? So it should be written in layered format in the third person. Each detail in a formal invitation is to be written in separate lines. So each detail has to be written in separate lines. So one can be a long line, then the other one go down below that long line or elongated line, go down. The moment you descend, you can write it in a short manner, then go down, then write down the date, time, venue, then again, so on and so forth. You'll come to know, right? So formal invitations include details like name, designation of the sender. So you have to mention the name and the designation of the sender. Reason for the invitation. What is the reason? Whether it is about wedding, whether it is about birthday celebration that is happening, or retirement party, or any kind of party, or or anniversary, right? So then you have to mention time, date, and venue. So, or you can say DTV, right? It's an acronym that I've made, that I've coined. So DTV stands for date, time, venue, right? So then name of the chief guest slash special individual who will be, who will be there, who will be inaugurating the function or giving away the prizes. So you have to know the name of the chief guest or special individual or special person, right? Not special person, but special invitee, right? So RSVP, that means the full form of RSVP is respondable play. It is basically a French term, right? Which means please respond, right? So name slash address slash telephone number of the sender at which the invitee may contact for any further information. So that has to be there. So name, address, phone number of the sender at which the invitee may contact for any further for any further information, right? For expressions such as on the auspicious occasion of. So this is an expression. You can make use of such expressions. So there are different expressions that you can make use of. And trust me, guys, this is gonna be very easy. This is gonna be a very easy task for you. So don't take any sort of stress or tension that it will be very complicated, because it is not gonna be complicated. It's gonna be very easy, and we are gonna learn it in an interactive and fun, in an interactive way, along with having a lot of fun, right? So formal expressions such as on the auspicious occasion of, request the pleasure of the company of, or has kindly consented to be, etc., or on the benign occasion, you can make use of such expressions, right? In informal invitations, RSVP. RSVP would be mandatory, right? It means please reply. As I have mentioned before as well, it means please reply, and is written at the bottom left side of the invitation. So it has to be written on the bottom left. So this is my left hand, guys. So it has to be written on the left hand side, on the bottom left hand side of the invitation. Keep that in mind. Do not write it on the right hand side, left hand side. Clear? Then a formal invitation necessitates a formal reply that is acknowledging and accepting the invitation, or acknowledging the invitation and expressing the inability to be present at the event. A formal reply is also written in the third person. So a formal reply can also be or should be written in third person, right? So a formal invitation necessitates a formal reply. A formal invitation should have a formal reply. It cannot have an informal reply. Guys, keep that in mind, right? That is acknowledging and accepting the invitation, or acknowledging the invitation and expressing the inability. So if you should acknowledge, definitely acknowledge. So whether you will be going for that particular function or for that particular event, that is a different thing altogether. But if you're accepting, then also acknowledge. If you're not accepting, then also acknowledge that due to and cite the reason. The inability, or it might be because you're going for a tour or you're going out, so you can just cite your reason, right? A formal invitation, we are done with that. Then we have tips to write an informal invitation, which I would be covering in my next session. So for that, you have to be we all have to be connected, and we all have to stay connected. And please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload any video. This is gonna help you guys. I'm especially creating these videos for you guys. And if you really like my work, if you appreciate my work, do give it a thumbs up. Do like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, which is there, so that you get notified whenever I upload any video. And so, Jai Shri Krishna, with this, I come to the end. I'll just wrap up my session, and I come to the end of the session. All right, so this is it. So this is Sifil Joshi ma'am signing off. All right, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Namaste. Thank you. Bye.